Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they at each other's helmet once again. But did Bill Haney just admit that there was never no real offer on the table for Shakur Stevenson at all? We're going to talk about that in this next video. But before we do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you not already subbed to the channel. So what's happening with it? Y'all already know that Shakur Stevenson and the Haneys, they used to be tight, but they ain't tight no more. You can't never mix friendship and business together, because sometimes when it get bad and it get ugly, it get real ugly, because it get personal. And that's what we got with Shakur Stevenson and Devin and Bill Haney. Now, the 25% offer, it was running rampant all through social media, all through YouTube. It was running around everywhere. Why didn't Shakur Stevenson take the 25% that Devin Haney offered him? Well, today I was listening to Bill Haney, and Bill Haney said it was never no offer on the table for Shakur Stevenson. Now, I always like to say, once you get to talking and you talk too much, sometimes you talk too much and you get to telling on yourself and you get to contradicting yourself. Now, before I get to what Bill Haney say, right, I gotta let y'all know how Bill Haney do. Bill Haney answer a question halfway, then he'll go to another whole subject, right? And then he'll go to another subject that ain't got nothing to do with what they asking him. Then he'll take you around the block again. Then he'll go reverse around the block. So it's hard to get things out of Bill Haney straight up and down. You know what I'm talking about? But what I got out of what Bill Haney said, right, when he was asked about the 25% today on the Boxing Voice, Bill Haney said that it was really no offer for Shakur Stevenson. He said that when the offer came up, ESPN Top Rank, they was talking about a 50-50. And he said, nah, that was absolutely never gonna happen. And I agree with him. Shakur Stevenson ain't deserved no 50-50 split with Devin Haney. You know what I'm talking about? When Haney is undisputed and all that. So I do agree with him 1,000% when it come to that. That was talked about, right? If Top Rank was going to step in and make the deal, right? And if everybody was going to agree with it, Top Rank's first offer to both fighters was going to be 50-50. Now, Devin Haney, he took it upon social media to get on there himself, and he said, well, if we gonna fight, you gotta take 25%. Now, this is not Top Rank doing the business, right? Y'all gotta understand, they still gotta go through Top Rank. Devin Haney is not running anything at Top Rank. He can't make no offers to nobody. But Shakur Stevenson, right, he hops on social media, and this is where he goes wrong, because it's not a real offer. It's just Devin Haney running his mouth on Twitter. He gets on Twitter and he says, I'm not taking no 25%. You know what I'm saying? You got to give me a better offer, and if you don't give me a better offer, I got something up my sleeve for your ass. I'm not taking 25%. And y'all know what went on. They went on back and forth, and Devin Haney was like 25%, take it or leave it. Now, Bill Haney, he says, nah, I told Devin Haney he ain't gonna get no 25% either, because he needs to take a flat fee just like we did with George Kambosos. It ain't no percentage at all. He ain't getting no percentage, right? So all of this talking is going on, but ESPN and Bob Arum and Top Rank, they're not involved. This is just talks between the fighters, right? They ain't took this to ESPN yet. So it was never nothing on the table with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney in the first place. It was just a whole bunch of talking back and forth. This is what I got out of Bill Haney. So Bill Haney, he goes on to say that he got on Devin helmet because he said you don't offer him no 25%. He don't get no nothing. You know what I'm talking about? He gets a flat fee. Whatever the flat fee of whatever the pot is going to be, that's what he's going to get. And he needs to take somewhere around what we got with George Kambosos or less. So that's how Bill was playing it, right? Now this is the thing. If Shakur takes a flat fee, right, what's going to be the flat fee? We all know at Top Rank, they're not paying their fighters a big, huge flat fee if the fight is not going to generate a lot of money. Now, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, I think it'll do well. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's a big fight for the fans. I think it'll do well. But how well is it going to do? And what is the flat fee? You saying take a flat fee like y'all did against George Kambosos. How much did y'all take against George Kambosos? Because I believe y'all made over $4 million. So if the flat fee was going to be over $4 million, well, yeah, Shakur Stevenson definitely should have took that. You know what I'm talking about? But this is all just talks. You got to get the promoter involved. It's all about what the promoter is going to say. And from what Bill Haney was saying, he's saying the promoter was talking about 50-50 if they started negotiations. That's what both fighters was going to get. Now, we did see Shakur Stevenson, he went the WBC route, and in that paperwork that he put out to the WBC, Shakur Stevenson, his argument was, yeah, 50-50 or at least 60-40 because I sell more than Devin Haney. I sell more than Devin Haney, and he put all the numbers out. You know what I'm talking about? So I think that's what ESPN and Top Rank, they was going to be looking at that also. But at the end of the day, it was never no real offer presented because Devin Haney was never real about fighting at 135 pounds again. He wasn't going to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to try to make the weight. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We heard Devin Haney and Bill Haney talk about publicity stunt. That was a publicity stunt on Devin and Bill's part, knowing that they wasn't going to fight at 135 pounds again. Ever. For nobody. Now, Shakur Stevenson, he on Bill Haney's helmet again. And Shakur Stevenson, he said Bill Haney should shut up. I got video that could expose him and show everything he's saying is cap. And y'all see it right here. Now, I wonder what that is. Now, I did hear Bill Haney one time on another channel. He said, well, whenever the 135-pound division get hot, we up out of there. So I don't know what Bill meant by that. But y'all can come to the conclusion yourself. What did Bill mean when he said, well, whenever the 135-pound division get hot, we up out of there? Because the 135-pound division, yeah, it's hot right now. And y'all got up out of there. But I'm not going to say that he's ducking because y'all got up out of the 135-pound division and y'all went right to 140 to Regis Prograis. So, yeah, Devin Haney, he still wants to smoke because you went right to Regis Prograis. So I'm not going to say nothing bad about that fight. I love that fight. But they know Shakur Stevenson is him. They know that. Bill Haney even admitted that today. He said, we know that Shakur Stevenson is one of them dudes. He's a force to be reckoned with. He's been that. So he ain't hate on Shakur. It's just business, right? It's just business. And I believe ultimately, right, if a deal ever do happen between them at 140 pounds, this is going to be a problem again. Devin and Bill, they going to want a big bag, and they're going to want to give Shakur Stevenson a small percentage because ain't nobody jumping up and down to fight Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. Y'all see how Lomachenko moving? Shakur been begging and calling out Lomachenko, and Lomachenko, he ain't got nothing to say. He don't want no parts of Shakur. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just what it is, man. When you got skills like Shakur do, it's going to be hard for him to get fights for a long time. This ain't nothing new. It ain't the first and it ain't the last. It is what it is, you know. That's how these guys in boxing is nowadays. They ain't jumping up and down to fight the best. Unless there's a whole lot of money involved. Because now you get clown ass fans on the internet. First time you take a L, they talking about you need to retire and you was a bust. So why you think all these fighters want top mega dollars to fight somebody like a Shakur Stevenson, a Jerron Boots Ennis, or whoever else it may be. Y'all know what it is. But let me know what y'all think about this situation. Make sure that you hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone. Take a bath or you put your ass on them seats.